Do you enjoy the unbothered chill nature of the happy cappy? Then you have done yourself a massive service by clicking this video. You see, today I will be answering all your most pressing questions about these soy boy grass eaters, like why it is so flippin' chill, or why don't predators attack them, and did this happy cappy really just ride a crocodile? Lastly, I will also reveal a massive prehistoric version of the capybara that you have probably never heard of. Pretty much every single question you might have about these oversized guinea pigs will be answered in this video. So get some snacks and pull up to your desk for 8 minutes of glorious capybara content. These grass-grazing soy boys became one of the most famous animals on the planet thanks to one very specific song by Don Toliver called After Party, which overnight became a very notable meme. And as soon as the word about how the happy cappy is chilling with pretty much any animal, including predators, came to light, it just fueled their meme status even higher, sparking a massive meme chain reaction, forever solidifying their legendary internet status and leaving a massive impact on internet culture even till this day. Now, before we jump into the juicy questions, here's a very short recap about the happy cappy. They are indeed the world's largest rodent and native to South America, where it thrives in various wetland habitats. They primarily inhabit areas near water. They are very social animals and usually live in groups, often seen lounging or grazing together. Capybaras are also known for their exceptional swimming abilities, often seeking refuge in water to escape predators or cool off. Now let's start by exploring why these oversized guinea pigs are so flippin' chill. They have been documented chilling with everything from monkeys, crocs, jaguars, turtles, humans, dogs, cats, giraffes, goats, and even anteaters. But why is this the case? Why do they possess such a calm and chill demeanor? Well, it really does come down to a handful of reasons. First off, these hippies are highly social creatures, often seen in large groups engaging in mutual grooming, which strengthens social bonds within the group. This might be why they harmonize so well with other animals, even seeking them out at times. Another, a little more boring explanation is that the narrative of the capybara as a universally friendly creature is a product of human storytelling. But then again, if this was the case, we would definitely have a lot more animals also getting the same reputation, which we do not. The reasons mentioned up to this point has been rather speculative, but this next reason is the most likely explanation. And that's the fact that the capybara is not exactly known for being the brightest. They are basically kinda, well, how do I put this nicely? They are stupid. This should not really be all that surprising, as they are rodents after all. Their head is basically empty, while their heart is full. So we know now why the happy cappy is such a carefree and chill creature. But this does not explain why other animals also seem very comfortable around them, especially predators. For example, how can this happy cappy chill out with hundreds of caimans without getting instantly deleted? Cappies have even been seen riding them at times, more than once actually. Another example is this little dude, casually checking out what this life-cancelling jaguar is cooking up. It's approaching in such a nonchalant manner that the jaguar doesn't even register that it's even there. This laid-back, careless attitude might actually be what's saving them in some situations, as most predators respond to fight or flight. So when they see an animal with absolutely zero fear in their eyes, they get very suspicious and may choose to pick a less disturbing-looking creature instead. But don't get it twisted, because the happy cappy do, in fact, get bodied left and right by pretty much every single life-cancelling predator you could think of. Everything from jaguars, anacondas, caimans, and the few pictures and videos of them chilling with predators are very rare exceptions and often faked as well, so they don't really showcase the true dark reality of what it's like to be a capybara. Another disturbing fact about the life of a sad cappy is the fact that some people love them because of their meat, which is actually pretty expensive down in South America. Most people describe it to be similar to that of lean pork. Now, this might be a little random fact, but did you know that the Catholic Church has actually declared the capybara meat acceptable to consume during Lent because it spends a lot of time in the water? Thus, it is almost a fish, completely ignoring the fact that capybaras are the largest rodents. We really do live in one messed up world. Now you might be wondering, if the happy cappy really is such a dumb, defenseless little creature that gets murked by predators on a daily basis, why haven't they gone extinct by now? This question might be the most frequently asked question on my entire YouTube channel, which you should subscribe to if you haven't already. Anyway, there are two main reasons for their thriving numbers. The first actually being humans. This might be a surprise, as we humans are usually best known for deleting species, not supporting them. But in this case, we actually indirectly created a safer habitat for them through the urbanization of South America, as this took away most of their predators without really affecting their own essentials like food and water. In addition to this, the capybara's spawn rate is very high. One female can have up to 16 pups every year, and these pups can start breeding themselves only 12 months later, so the happy cappy is basically also a demon in the bed. By now, a lot of your most pressing happy cappy questions might have already been answered, but believe me, this rabbit hole goes way deeper, so you definitely want to stick around a little bit longer. At the end of the video, I even have a special 2,000-pound prehistoric capybara to show you. But first, let's check out if these grass-grazing hippies actually make for good pets, if it's even legal, that is. The capybara is indeed a wild animal, so putting them in the same box as pets like dogs and cats might ruffle some feathers, but they actually make really good pets. But they are definitely not for everyone, as they require a lot of space, and they will literally destroy your entire lawn, as these soy boy grass eaters graze all day long. They also would need a decently large body of water to bathe in, since they are basically semi-aquatic creatures, and therefore needs to be able to indulge in their natural behavior of swimming and diving. And considering their deeply social behavior, you would probably need to get at least 2 of them, which would be a very expensive ordeal indeed. Finding a vet with capybara experience will also be very difficult. Now, if you've got all of these things covered, you still need to make sure that it's actually legal in your area to even own them before you get a bunch of happy cappies pulling up in your backyard. Before we dive into the prehistoric cappy on the special juice, here are some other animals that rival the chill and unbothered vibe of the happy cappy. First, we have the silly little thing that is the quokka, which is basically Australia's answer to the capybara. Their friendly personality and friend-shaped appearance make them a very popular tourist attraction. They are also extremely photogenic. I looked around for literal hours and could not find a single bad photo of these little furballs. Furthermore, they are down for anything, including selfies, hugs, food reviews, and they can even watch your favorite TV show with you. But most importantly, if you need help holding your sticks, they will not hesitate to volunteer. Next, we have the manatees, which are literally the capybaras of the ocean. Not only do they chill out with massive existence-ending creatures, but they also enjoy a good old human belly rub from time to time. And unlike the happy cappy, which gets deleted by predators on a daily basis, the manatees actually have no natural predators, so they are literally just hanging around like Beetlejuice all day long without a care in the world. Their survival strat is also wildly different, although less successful than the happy cappies, as they live up to 50 years. But just like you, most of them are maidenless, resulting in a very slow spawn rate of around 3 to 5 years, making their population vulnerable. By the way, this is what an albino capybara looks like. They are extremely rare, and in the wild, they tend to live very short lives, as they have extremely poor eyesight. Now let's travel back in time to the Pleistocene epoch, about 2.6 million years ago. Meet the 2,000-pound, absolute refrigerator-sized creature, known as Joseph-Ortigasia monesi. This is one of the largest rodents to ever exist, and it was very similar to the modern capybara, except being roughly 15 times bigger in size. The interesting thing about these 2,000-pound walking meat vehicles is that, since it was so big, it is possible that it was even more laid back than the modern happy cappy, because it would have had very few predators large enough to actually hunt it. Just imagine a happy cappy the size of a hippo. That would have been a truly spectacular sight indeed. Anyways, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like on it, and maybe watch some of my other videos on screen, and I will see you in the next one.